What's up, family? Man, I want to have a heart-to-heart with you guys today. Man, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. It's a trip because a while back I was sitting and I was talking to God and I was like, God, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Why is society, man, like trying to tear down men? Strong men. What is it about, man, manhood? What is it about being an alpha male, about being a strong, masculine man, that society seems to hate so much? What is it about being a good, strong father figure that society seems to hate? Stay with me. We're going somewhere. We're talking about fathers today. And the trip is, man, there's a lot of deadbeat dads out there. You know what I mean? A lot of deadbeat dudes. Man, I don't sugarcoat this shit. You know what I mean? I talk about this shit all the time. There's a lot of dudes that ain't worth shit. Real talk. They're not even men. They're just dudes, guys, males, portraying to be a man. And society has gotten so twisted and fucked up that society don't even really know what a man is anymore. Society don't even really know what a good father is anymore. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. I promise you that. I'm just laying the groundwork. And so I'm sitting there and I'm talking to God about this because I'm trying to understand the big picture. I'm trying to understand, why is it that, man, there seems to be this hatred? Why is it that nobody really has, for the most part, has a good relationship with their dad? And if they do, their dad ain't really worth too much. And they just come to grips with the fact that their dad's a deadbeat, or their dad's abusive, or their dad is absent, or their dad is a drunk, or their dad is a drug addict, or whatever the case may be. The kids and the wives have just come to grips with, man, that's just who dad is. And I love him for who he is. But the trip is when there's a positive figure that's trying to give some positive instruction and guidance and wisdom, that person is demonized oftentimes. That person is pushed to the side. That person is told that they ain't shit. That person often has the woman tearing him down in front of the kids, telling the kids that they daddy ain't shit, telling the kids that their daddy don't really care about them and that he's woo-de-woo-de-woo. We're going in today. We're going in. I promise you. We're going in and we're going to piss some of you women off. We're going to piss some of you dudes off. And you already know I don't give two fucks about how you feel. Get over this shit. Deal with your fucking issues. If you're triggered, that's a good thing. That means that God's source, the Most High, is trying to tell you something. God's source, the Most High, is trying to tell you, you know, you got some shit here going on that, man, he's talking about you don't really want to deal with. You ain't dealt with yet. You might want to pay attention to this shit. We have so many women and guys trying to emasculate a good, strong male figure. Why? Why? Why is it when you look around now, you see these guys, and they're not really talking about shit. They're not. They're not really talking about, man, growth and development. They'll talk about money if they got it. They'll talk about muscles and working out and all that other shit to look good. Eat good, feel good, work good, all this other bullshit they talk about. It's real. It's legit. But there's more to life than having big ass fucking muscles. There's more to life than walking around looking good. That's bitch shit. If the truth be told. Oh, we're going in. I'm just laying the groundwork. But you have so many guys that don't have anything of substance to offer. And so they want to look good because that's all they got. Just like women that don't have anything of substance to offer. And so they got to get their titties done. They got to get their ass done. They got to get their lips done and all this other shit to make them look like they got the whole package and like they got their shit together. And there's something there that they have to offer. They have nothing of substance to offer. To my fathers, stay with me, I'm going somewhere. And so we want to put on this presentation of I'm arrived, I'm here, I'm the man, I'm a king, I'm a boss, and all this other bullshit. And I'm sitting there and I'm just looking back and just reflecting on my relationship with my father. Looking back, reflecting on my relationship with my kids. Sitting back, looking at the relationship between my father and his father. I'm going somewhere. I promise you. And I'm like asking God, what the fuck is going on in the world? What the hell is going on? I talk to so many people that come from families that make money, decent money, good money. And I talk to the kids that are now grown. And they have daddy issues. Because although daddy made good money, daddy was kind of absent. Daddy put work first. Daddy was an alcoholic. Daddy was home, but daddy wasn't home emotionally. Daddy was home, but daddy wasn't loving and nurturing. And so these young kids, you're not young kids, but these young adults now, they have daddy issues. They have so much resentment for their father. Although he provided a nice house, they had all the food and all the toys and gadgets they wanted. They never went for anything or needed anything other than daddy's attention, daddy's love, daddy's affirmations, daddy understanding and being vulnerable with them. See, the things that they needed most, they didn't get. They got all the superficial shit. And daddy was trying to show them, I love you, by providing all the things that he didn't have. And so in his mind, he was doing a damn good job. In his mind, he provided his kids everything that he didn't get from his dad. And so no one could tell him that he wasn't a good dad. Because the house had everything it needed. Multiple vehicles, vacations, but they didn't have the intimate aspect of a father. And so now, you look in the hood, and you got all these broken families where there's no daddy figure. You got all these families where there is a father figure, but it's a garbage father figure. And what I mean by that, he's there playing video fucking games, smoking his fucking blunts, drinking, not doing shit, not contributing to the totality of the household. Mama's doing every fucking thing. Tell my father, stay with me. And so the kids grow and they see mama struggling. daddy sitting on his fucking ass, not doing a fucking thing. And so they have resentment and hatred towards their daddy. Because they love their mama. They love their daddy too. But they see their mama struggling. And mama coming home and mad and frustrated and yelling at them and what to do. And daddy ain't doing shit. And then you have in the hood also, and not in the hood, you have in the suburbs too, single moms that have left their relationship for whatever reason. And because the dad don't live there. And the dad may not even be in that same city, may not even be in the same state. The mom is now blaming the dad and demonizing the dad to the kids. Because you got these raggedy ass, trifling ass fucking women out there. And not all women are like that. But you have a lot of trifling, ignorant ass women that had daddy issues growing up. And now they don't know what a real man is. And they get in a relationship with a real man and they don't know how to handle that and they fuck it up. Now they're a single mom. And they're mad as fuck because they have daddy issues and they took it out on their husband. And then they fucked that relationship up. And because they never resolved their daddy issues, they can't resolve their issues with their ex. And so now they're telling their kids how their daddy ain't shit. Their daddy's sorry and what do. And they got all this shit to say about their daddy. When the truth is, it's not always the daddy. A lot of times, it's the trifling ass no good fucking mom who hasn't resolved her fucking issues. But because she's successful, it's easy for her to shift it on the daddy. It's easy for her to blame the daddy because he ain't there. And he ain't there because she fucked it up. But she don't want to acknowledge that she fucked it up. She don't want to acknowledge that, damn, I still got my daddy issues and I'm 40 and 50 and 60 years old and I don't fucked up. So I'm talking to God. It's like, God, no matter where I turn, when I look at the poor, so many of the poor grow up with daddy issues. God, when I look at the middle class, so many of the middle class grow up with daddy issues. So it's not about money. It's not about race. What the fuck is going on, God? Help me make sense of this. And what God had shown me is, Elijah, there's a bigger play. There's a bigger play. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, Elijah, you don't see the big picture. Elijah, it's been like this for decades. And I said, I get that, I understand that, God, but why? Why is it like this? I go to church when I was in church. And I see all these single women. They're jumping and shouting, praising the Lord. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Da, 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 da. But the great majority of them, the great majority of the women in church got fucking daddy issues still. No matter how much they shout, no matter how much they speak in tongues, no matter how much they dance and get the Holy Ghost and all this other shit, no matter how much they preach and sing and play the piano and do what they do, no matter what they fucking do in church, at the end of the day, the great majority of them still got daddy issues that they haven't resolved. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, God, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Why is there this fucking hatred real men. And he said, Elijah, the play is not about y'all. It's not about you. You're a good dude, Elijah. You're a good man, Elijah. But this ain't about you. Don't ever get the shit twisted. Yes, it hurts you. It hurts you. Because you feel the effects of this hatred. You feel the effects of all these people not resolving their fucking issues. And you see it being played out in the next generations. And it hurts you. I get that, Elijah. But ultimately, this ain't about you. No matter what your trifling ass ex-wife say about you, this ain't about you. She's a pawn in the game. I'm like, okay, God, what the fuck? What are you trying to say? He said, Elijah, the ultimate goal wasn't about you dudes. The ultimate goal was to destroy the relationship with me. And that fucked me up. Stay with me. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, wait, what? He said, Elijah, see, if people have a bad image of a father, if people can't connect with their physical father, if people have a bad image of a father, of somebody who's supposed to represent me, see, that's what a father does. A father is a representation of God. A father is a provider. A father is a protector. A father is a nurturer too. A father don't just meet your needs physically. He needs to meet your needs emotionally too. And so when you have a fucked up image of a father, of your father, and what God has shown us, it makes it harder for you to have a relationship with me. See, when you got daddy issues, it's hard to come to me and see me as daddy, when everything you see as daddy is bad. See, for me, and it hit me hard because I grew up with authority issues. I grew up with issues because my father murdered my mom. I grew up with a lot of hatred for authority. Fuck authority was my mentality. I gave two fucks about anybody in charge. Until I became in charge. You know what I mean? Until I started running some shit. Until I became a supervisor and a manager. Then I understood, damn, I was fucked up. I was wilding the fuck out for no fucking reason other than the fact that I had authority issues that stemmed from my beliefs and my perception of my raggedy ass fucking daddy. I'm going in, I promise you. I'm just laying groundwork. And so what God had to show me is, Elijah, your fucked up image of your daddy translated to you having a fucked up issue of me. Because your daddy was abusive. Because your daddy was verbally and physically abusive. Because your daddy murdered your mama. Because your daddy was locked up in a fucking prison system. Because your daddy was wilding the fuck out and not doing shit. It was easier for you to see that I didn't give a fuck about you. It was easy for you to take on that notion that, damn, God don't even give a fuck about my daddy don't give a fuck about me, and God don't even give a fuck about me. Even God allowed this shit to happen. God allowed my father to kill my mom. God allowed these motherfucking bastards to molest me at church and at home. God allowed this motherfucking woman to be here as my aunt and be verbally and physically and emotionally abusive. God allowed me to go whoop the whoop. It's easy for me to look at God as the bad guy because I'd already painted my daddy as the bad guy. It's easy for me to say, fuck God, when I've already said, fuck my daddy. It's easy for me to say, fuck God and everything he got going on when I've already said, fuck my family. It's easy for me to blame God when I've already been filled with hate and resentment and animosity for my fucked up family. And so what God had to show me is, Elijah, if they destroy the strong men, if they destroy the father figure, they destroy the relationship between all of them people and me as God. It makes it harder for them to surrender. It makes it harder for them to come to me and be real. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers running around, jumping up and down, shouting, hallelujah, thank you, eat the and all this other bullshit, faking a fucking funk. But they ain't got no real fucking relationship with me. They act like they all connected. They talk about being spiritually aligned. They talk about being connected to God, source the most high. And they're not connected. They're talking the talk. They're playing a game. But they're not connected. We have to grow up. We have to understand that, man, there are some good guys out there. There are some good men out there. There are some great dads out there. There are some great men out there. There's a lot of fucked up ones too. But we have to understand why there's so many fucked up dudes out there pretending to be men. And so when you look at the big picture and you stop personalizing shit and understand that, man, there's a global thing going on. It's a spiritual war taking place. I made a couple of videos talking about destruction of the family, the war on men, and the war on women. The ultimate goal is to keep us separated from God, to keep us separated from Source, the Most High. Why? Because when we as guys understand who the fuck we are and walk in our power, walk in our purpose, the world has to fucking change for the better. For the better. We talk about how fucked up the women are all the time. Guys always talk about how fucked the women are. And women, for the most part, man, there's a lot of women that's fucked up. There's a lot of women that's doing great. Man, they doing their thing. But this thing about being ratchet and being a bitch and being hood and a side chick and all this other stupid ass shit. The truth is, if we get down to the nitty gritty, if we really get down to the root cause of the great majority of the issues plaguing the world, if we really get down to the mud, we'll find out that the great majority of the problems stem from guys not being men or not being the father that they're supposed to be. If you get down to the root cause of the great majority of the ills and issues in society and in the world, the root cause, and I don't give a fuck what's going on. None of that shit matters. Where there's greed, where there's low self-esteem, where there's self-hatred, where there's anything. None of that shit matters. Any problem you get to, any problem you want to look at, if you get down to the root causes of the great majority of the issues that the world is plagued with, violence, any of it, the root cause for the great majority is because fucking guys have not stepped up to be fucking men and fathers. Real fathers. Real men. Not this fake believe bullshit these motherfuckers running around. Motherfuckers got 25 kids, 30 kids, ain't fathered not near one of them. And gave none of them no fucking instruction or guidance. If you look at the great majority of all the problems that women face, the root cause for the great majority of it is because some guy fucked up. Some guy fucked up. Whether it's a father, uncle, brother, husband, some guy fucked up. And a lot of it is daddy issues. The great majority of it, daddy issues. We have to grow up. Men, guys, we got to get our shit straight. We have to get our motherfucking shit straight. Nobody gives a fuck how swole you are. Nobody gives a fuck how many tattoos you got and how nice you look. That's great. Man, you dress real nice. That's great. You got a nice ride and you able to just lean back and all that other bullshit. That's nice. You got all the bling bling. I was at the beach the other day and I was talking to this young lady. And I was telling her, I said, you know, I love the graveyard. I'm bringing this to a close in a minute. I love the graveyard because the graveyard is a reminder to me that I'm still alive. And I still have time to get my shit straight. I still have time to make a positive impact on the world, on my community, my family, my loved ones. I still have time to do something. Or to do more. And so we was at the beach and I was telling her, I said, you know what? I said, I had an epiphany a while back. I said, earlier in May, I said, you know, I was walking on the beach and I was having a conversation with God, and God showed me that the beach, that's the largest graveyard. The beaches are the largest graveyards. And I was sitting there just blown away. It's like, no, God, I'm tripping. And God had to show me, Elijah, just look at where you walk at. Elijah, look at all the dead crabs and the skeletons of the crabs. Look at the shells, all of the crushed shells. Look at the mussels that are empty, the clams that are empty. And I'm looking, and he showed me, Elijah, that's all a reminder that something at one time lived. And it's no longer here. So as you're walking and you're stepping on all these shells and you see all these empty shells, that's a reminder that something was alive and now is dead and gone. And the only way you know that something was alive is you're able to see the shell. You're able to see the skeleton of what once was. And so she's looking at me, she's tripping. She's like, wow, I never saw it like that. I said, so we have to live our lives on a daily basis so that we can reach others and be a positive impact so that when we leave, although this skeleton is gone. The skin turns back to dust and dirt. The imprint, the legacy that we leave behind in the lives of others is what's going to matter. Whether you have a tombstone or whether you're cremated, really don't matter. It don't matter. How are you going to live on after you're gone? See, so many guys, man, I want a son to carry out my name and to carry forth the name because my daughters are going to get married and change their name. But I want a son and name him after me and to carry on the legacy and what to do. But if you don't teach them some shit, some real shit, teach them how to heal and grow the fuck up and give them some wisdoms and some counseling, what the fuck have you done? What the fuck have you done? How are you helping society heal? How are you helping society become better? We have to grow up. And for the longest time, guys, we've been waiting on the women to take the lead. And the women have been trying to take the lead. The women have been trying to pick up the pieces from our shattered dreams and our fucked up promises. And they've tried to be mama and daddy too. But it ain't their role. It ain't their fucking purpose. So this is a call out to all you guys. All you males, whatever fucking gender you claim. All you men. All of you fathers. Get your motherfucking shit straight. Your kids, society is depending on you to get your fucking shit straight. And I don't give a fuck what you've been through. Heal from this shit, deal with this shit, learn from this shit so you can pass that knowledge and wisdom and understanding on. You can show others how to heal their pain and their suffering, their drama, and all the other shit they got to deal with. The world is waiting on us to man up, to be the men and the fathers that we came here to be. So on this Father's Day, shout out to you fathers that are doing that. To the rest of us and to the others that aren't, it's not too late. Remember the graveyard. You still have time to get your shit straight. Man, I love you guys. Happy healing. Namaste. Peace.